So my name is Mark Reese. I have the great honor of serving as the interim director of Louis Armstrong New Orleans International Airport. And I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. We are here tonight to celebrate a major milestone for the airport, for the city of New Orleans, and for the entire southeast Louisiana area. We are here to celebrate the fact that starting tonight, this area has its first non-stop service across the Atlantic to Europe since 1982. So London is the #1 unserved international destination from New Orleans, so it is quite appropriate that we're here to celebrate the new service. I want to start by acknowledging the many leaders who have helped make this day possible. The New Orleans Aviation Board, my bosses, one of whom is here today, Gary Smith, led the support for the city for British Airways starting their service here to New Orleans. Political, business, community leaders, many of them whom are here with us this evening, provided their commitment to British Airways that they would help make this new service a success. The airport staff, our business development, operations, legal, and many other people worked intently to create a marriage between British Airways and New Orleans Airport and to make MSY the next home for the 787 Dreamliner. And of course, British Airways is making a major commitment to this city and this state. We are thrilled to have you as our newest airline partner. So on behalf of the Aviation Board and the entire staff, I want to thank British Airways, the Mayor of New Orleans and city leadership, the Governor, the Lieutenant Governor, and state leadership, and all of the community leaders who are our partners in making today possible. Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Jeff Hebert, the Chief Administrative Officer of the City of New Orleans, representing the city on behalf of Mayor Landrieu.
Thanks, Mark. This is a great day for the city of New Orleans and the region. Welcome. This is a great achievement for our city. On behalf of Mayor Landrieu, who unfortunately couldn't be here this evening, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and the great partnership between the airport, the board, and British Airways. Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, Mark, for your leadership, Nicholas Crone from British Airways, Michael Heck, Greg Rusevich, the chair of the Louisiana Board of International Commerce, Aviation Board members, and the airport management team, regional parish presidents and councils, state legislators and partners. I see Representative Bagnaire is here with us today. Business and tourism leaders, in particular Mark Romig and Christian Saunier, who are here today. Today we are proud to officially welcome British Airways to New Orleans. The world is taking notice of New Orleans and Southeast Louisiana's tremendous growth. From London, British Airways will connect passengers to more than 130 destinations in Europe and beyond, and nonetheless on a Dreamliner, unleashing new economic opportunities and cultural exchanges for our region's businesses and our tourism industry. This is a particularly significant milestone as we look toward New Orleans' 300th anniversary in 2018. The airport continues to outperform competition and exceed expectations. Last year, the airport welcomed more than 11.1 million passengers, setting yet another all-time high. Because of this rapid growth, we recently announced a 5-gate expansion to the already 30 gates under construction right now behind us. Last year, we came together to break ground on the new North Terminal project. For over 40 years, people talked about developing an airport reflective of our city, and now it is happening. We're building a world-class international airport that is going to create the jobs of the future. All told, the North Terminal project will generate nearly $1 billion in direct investments in our region. It will change the landscape for economic growth across the region. It will create opportunities for local businesses and disadvantaged business enterprises. It will create an estimated 13,000 direct construction jobs, and it's going to be a game changer. As we approach the city's 300th anniversary in 2018, rebuilding New Orleans as a city we always knew she should be, creating a world-class airport makes economic sense. New terminal gives us the best opportunity to compete in the 21st century economy, and welcoming British Airways is a sign of our strength today. We look forward to future opportunities to connect to new destinations around the world, and again, British Airways, thank you for choosing New Orleans. With that, I'd like to bring up Nicholas Crone, the Vice President of Sales at British Airways.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Aber. British Airways has officially arrived. The touchdown of BA 225. The touchdown of BA 225 is a monumental moment for our customers, our company, and our two vibrant cities, New Orleans and London. We are grateful for the warm welcome from the city of New Orleans and indeed the state of Louisiana. When we announced the service last year, we agreed to operate 4 days a week. I'm delighted to announce today that our confidence in this service is such that we will be increasing to 5 days a week starting October 30th. Families, friends, and business travelers can now fly nonstop to London Heathrow in about 9 hours and then connect to any of our 130 plus destinations across Europe, Africa, and Asia. We believe international travel should be comfortable and convenient, and that's why we are here. Our stunning new Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft has 214 seats across 3 unique cabins. That includes 35 fully flat beds for the best night's sleep across the Atlantic. Right now, we have a special launch fare in market with round-trip tickets to London from New Orleans available for $899 in World Traveler for select travel between June and December, including all taxes, fees, and charges. You need to book by April 16th to take advantage of the offer. The dollar has never gone further in the UK, so now is the time to book a trip. This week, you also have a chance to win 2 tickets to London, courtesy of British Airways and our partner, Visit Britain. Just take a photo of yourself with one of 6 iconic British sculptures throughout the city, like this one here on my left, and share it on social media with the hashtag BALovesNOLA. You can even find one right here, as I mentioned before. As horizons expand, we are keen to forging new relationships and new experiences. New Orleans is a city on the rise, and we hope this service will open up new opportunities to drive revenue for both business and tourism sectors. During my time getting to know the city, I have experienced Southern hospitality at its finest, and honestly, I can't wait for the Brits to discover this amazing city for themselves. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser.
Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. What a great and exciting time here in Louisiana, in the great city of New Orleans. I want to thank British Airways and your team. I'm looking forward to a great flight. I'm usually not good on these long flights, but they tell me the new air quality, I'm really going to enjoy this flight. We saw a 38% increase in international visitors to New Orleans last year. Second city in the country. With this new flight, the sky's the limit. So we're really looking forward to a great partnership. And I'm going to ask each of you to do your part. Go home tonight, text, Facebook a friend, and tell them about all the great specials. On my way here, I got 2 people to agree to book a flight in the next month to take this great direct flight. So I'm asking each of you to do the same. Remember, the Saints are playing in London this year. What better time to go spend a couple weeks in London and watch the New Orleans Saints win their first game. Thank y'all for being here. And with that, I'd like to introduce Michael Head. I didn't want to tell him he came to the Saints.
Thank you. We're going to begin to board the aircraft from the rear, so if everybody could look down and see. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that time yet. It's funny, kind of. Everybody, we do a lot of announcements here in Louisiana and Greater New Orleans, but I've perhaps not been as excited as I am about this one ever. The word that keeps being used is game changer, and this is truly something that is going to change the tourism, the business, the convention environment for all of us here. How did this happen? The story goes back to about 5 years ago when we said it was time for New Orleans, Greater New Orleans and Louisiana to once again be a great global city and global region. And from that point on, a partnership began. And of course, first and foremost, Nicholas and British Airways, y'all have been just extraordinary. Thank you for being the best in the business. And then, of course, it was the airport that's been extraordinary. The aviation board has been an incredible partner, really driven probably the greatest turnaround of an airport in modern American history. The New Orleans CVB and Stephen Perry has been extraordinary. Greg Rusevich, chairman of the Louisiana Board of International Commerce and all-star business and civic leader, extraordinary, many, many nights on the phone as well. The mayor and the city of New Orleans, incredible leadership. Jefferson as well, extraordinary leadership from our friends at Jefferson. The governor, the lieutenant governor, Louisiana Economic Development, and so many others. And then hundreds of businesses from Lafayette to Mobile all came together to make this flight happen. And it took perseverance. It took many, many years. We didn't get it the first time. We didn't get it the second time. But man, when we got it good. We got it so good that, again, British Airways just announced that they are already increasing the frequency of this flight based on the demand that's coming from New Orleans and from the UK. So everybody, thank you for being on this flight. Thank you everybody who made it possible. Indubitably, and that's a very British word, indubitably, Greater New Orleans is ready to fly. Thank you. Okay, and now we're going to have the ribbon cutting, which makes this an exceptional flight. You cannot bring those on the flight, Mark.
We ready? Somebody count.
Right.
Right.
1, 2,
2, 3.
3.